Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now April 24th of 2020, and ever since the release of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise, and exactly where things are going by the new Disney CEO, Bob Chapek, and how Bob Iger has returned to help out with Chapek to guide him throughout this entire journey of Star Wars, Marvel, and more. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the one thing about Disney Star Wars is that as of right now, we're really in a situation where Disney is really pretty much embraced in damage control. What they're trying to do as of this point right now is that they're really trying to build Star Wars from the ground up. What we are about to receive, essentially, is a new take on Star Wars by Disney. Essentially, this is them resetting the Star Wars universe when it comes to how they're going to be handling Star Wars moving forward into the future. Now, everything related to Chapek and Iger working together as a team, I think, is a great start. It just tells us that not only is Iger back because of the global crisis that we are dealing with right now, unfortunately, but Iger is also back to show him the ropes further in his transitionary phase for Chapek to become the proper Disney CEO that he needs to be. So, looking at everything related to creator George Lucas, what's really exciting about George is how he has this major involvement with this new EU in order to make it feel more authentic than ever before, to make it far larger than the old expanded universe, which I think is also exciting, and how that's really going to unfold. Now, on top of all of this, what's really exciting about this is that now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are focused on their new Star Wars trilogy of films, as well as the new Star Wars universe. Now, it's explained that Disney's Bob Iger and Bob Chapek are currently working together as a team in order to create a better future for the Star Wars brand, in order to evolve the franchise and make it more successful than ever before. Now, it's noted that as of now, the Disney CEO has been making many changes over at Lucasfilm in order to create a better future for the Star Wars brand. It's explained that George Lucas is currently rewriting the entire concept of Rian Johnson's new Star Wars universe that was going to introduce an alternate timeline of the Star Wars galaxy for the fans. This was actually said to have been an original idea between Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy, and that they were crafting together until Bob Chapek came on board and changed many aspects of this by hiring George Lucas to take creative control. Now, it's explained that this plan by Lucas is said to have caused frustration for both Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy behind the scenes, and even led to Chapek letting George Lucas work on other aspects of the new universe. Now, George Lucas is said to also be providing major retcons for The Last Jedi and how Luke Skywalker will be portrayed during the events of The Last Jedi in this new expanded universe, where it's noted that Rian Johnson's new universe has been completely erased by creator George Lucas, and that his alternate universe timeline will never happen and see the light of day. Not just that, but also George is working with Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau on a new cut for The Last Jedi that will be introduced on Disney Plus sometime in 2023 that will include never-before-seen deleted scenes that will be completed digitally over time. So, the thing that really is exciting to me about this, of how George Lucas was the one responsible for really recrafting the Star Wars universe as we speak, that's really going to be unveiled in 2021 next year. That's when we're going to see a lot of this content emerging, right? Now, Star Wars Celebration this August is going to be interesting because of everything that's happening around the world right now. There's a very good chance that Celebration is going to be online only and that people are not going to be able to attend. I'm sure that you guys know about all the guidelines that's happening over in California, so a lot of changes are being made. Now, everything related to George Lucas rewriting aspects of Rian Johnson's new universe and erasing it completely, just destroying it and putting it into the wayside. To me, this is fantastic news. The fact that Rian Johnson's original idea for Star Wars in general and how that was going to tie originally into his new Star Wars trilogy, it just tells us, the fans, that Disney's kind of getting the memo here. They're kind of getting the overall fan feedback of what Star Wars really needs to be in the long run. Now, of course, they're going to have some projects here and there, most likely, that really aren't going to sit well with fans. The same exact thing goes for Marvel. We've seen some projects for Disney Plus that, well, a lot of fans aren't really all that happy about, and I've gone over this before in the past as well. So, when we look at Rian Johnson, of how George Lucas is also going to establish a brand new cut for The Last Jedi, that's also very exciting. I think that also tells us, the fans, that they're really trying to establish something very unique for Star Wars fans, and are really trying to evolve it into something more successful than it ever has been. And I think that really is very ambitious. It does show that Disney has ambition for Star Wars, whether it's because they're desperate or whether because they're trying to be very genuine to the fans, remains a mystery. But nonetheless, they are making progress. Ahsoka Tano is being made in the form of live action. That's the first big step. The Mandalorian Season 3 is going to have a lot of lightsaber action. Same exact thing goes for Season 2. So with that being said, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to move.